What they're going to do is actually use anti-debian and then shut it down because we want to now instead convert the object functions to be able to use higher resolutions and systems.
I'm gonna mute and get set up here some more, and I'm gonna talk about what's going on. I'm gonna use a screen reader. I'm gonna read the advanced R book, especially the optimization chapter. And I'm working on piping my audio from one machine to the other here. And I have an awesome dinner in front of me. It's a great day. It's February. I have a big thing of beef and noodles and biscuits and a drink and mashed potatoes. It's 30 degrees outside. And so I have a nice meal, and I'm going to listen to my browser extension, which is a great one. I think it's great. Read aloud to stream the book. I'm going to say all that again because my mic wasn't in my ear. It's February. It's 30 degrees outside. I have a big bowl of noodles and mashed potatoes and biscuits, hearty stuff, a drink. I have an RNA sequencing lecture going on behind me. I'm going to turn that off in a minute. I'm going to use the read aloud browser extension. I'm going to read the advanced R book version 2. And I'm especially interested in the optimization sections. And so I'm just getting that set up. I'm going to pipe my audio from one machine to the machine I'm streaming from. I'm going to just see how this goes. I'm going to go ahead and mute and get this set up for a second. And I'll, of course, be muted while I'm eating. And the voice reader is reading the book. And this is going to be something new I'm trying, is piping the audio from the one machine to the other, and also streaming the audio from the screen reader from the browser through that audio pipeline. So just an experiment I'm doing. I'm getting better at it, getting my setup a little bit better. Excited about just having my stuff set up every day in one way that's I can just hit a button and go and be like, hi. I'm testing, see if I hear the other machine's audio in my headphones. I hear my telephone going off. I took care of that. I have a video playing audio. Let me go to the settings on, it's a pretty cool background I have. You go down here one, and no machine. Oh, I'm only running no machine service. Why? I should be connected running the no machine client, and I may have to close this one and restart. And that's okay. So you'll just see this background for a second. No machine. Okay, this one only has the one, which is good. Okay. And so on here, I'm going to connect. You can't see this on the video, but it's up on another monitor. I do not want to start the server. I want to go to Oh, it looks like there is an update. I'm going to go back one from server settings to machine. Searching computers on your network. Add. I just now got the notification that on the work machine, that the stream machine disconnected, saying searching, search again, looking for computers on your network. Normally it should have saved this one. I may need to. I just may need to reset, re-enter it manually then. The host of this machine.
So we're going to issue the command, so we're going to sudo switch and it's a super user. Do sh shell and it's only shell execute. Right, so we install it, and now we should be able to copy and paste from Windows into it. So let me quickly test that.
It wanted to re-verify some keys, and now I'm able to log in as a Linux user, and yay.
Unfortunately, it still doesn't work. But it was, it says here, running modules.
What you're hearing is the stream of the lecture I'm listening to. That way, that means the audio is coming through. And we're going to do this. And we're going to do this, and we're going to move this workspace down. And we're going to put this one there. Now, I'm going to do a little test on the read aloud. Read aloud selected text. And I'm going to pull up the stream.
Website for second edition of Advanced R.
There's going to be echo unless I mute my microphone.
Primarily for our users who want to improve their programming skills and understanding of the language.
If we're going to get the better voice.
It should also be useful for programmers coming to R from other languages and help you to understand why R works the way it does. If you're looking for the first edition, you can find it at http URL.
We're going to get a better voice now. And what I want to do is I'm going to put headphone output on the machine I'm working from. I'm going to be happy with this. I can sit back and eat and help in my book play, our book play. Hadley, the author's name, Hadley Wickham's book. I believe Dr. Hadley Wickham's book. So headphone, I switched to that. And now if I pull up my channel and monitor it, I want to be able to hear the voiceover on stream just to give it a check. I have a lot of tabs open and things talking back and forth, so I hope that, yeah, Chrome is a little laggy. And it's going to be all right. It's the first time I've tried this. Is I'm casting the screen and the system audio to the machine I'm streaming from, but my microphone is straight to the machine I'm streaming from. So we have audio from two sources, and the screen from another source. It's a little to set up, but not bad. And I'm going to my channel, turning that up a little bit. Switch headphone. This one's awfully quiet. Oh. My mic's a little bit rough and a lot little tappy sounds. Sorry about that. So now I'm going to mute my output from the machine that I'm streaming from, because that's in this here. And I'm going to see how read aloud does on the earbud that's in this ear from the machine that I'm working from. Some other books. We're gonna drop the whole preface in, and I'm gonna switch voices to copy. Oh no. Pause. It works though. She's great. Well, try the new Piper voices. Add larger. I believe I might have to go in here and say, we'll do manage extension. Hopefully this doesn't bring up a bunch of anything I shouldn't show. That's fine. Automatically access. Allow access to file URLs. I do that sometimes. Options. Here we go. Text highlighting, showing pop-up, volume, pitch. We're going to slow the speed barely. There we go. So I can close this tab. Oh, no, I didn't want to. I wanted that little box out there. So manage extension. Unfortunately, I just have to leave this page open, I guess. Extension options. We'll do some testing. I always like a nice, how about, let's try Carolyn British. Additional permissions to enable Google Wave Net. Fine. That has those extra things. I'm gonna, does it want me to pay? Yeah, it wants me to pay. Yeah, it's like they just pop that thing into their tool. So standard. Did I choose a offline? Use my phone. Piper. Standards. Premium. I chose a standard. Additional. Let's try Anna. Google WaveNet Voices. It may become unavailable at any time. Read more about it in our blog. Let's do UK English Mail. There we go. There we go. A little faster. A little higher pitch. A little lower. And not so fast, like a little faster, but no. I need something more soothing. I want to chill and eat. I like the speed and pitch here. We're gonna try UK female. I can do this. That's where I'm going. So we're going to do that. I'm going to close the settings for that. This is, I'm going to save this. This is video AI. It's the stuff that I'm not going to get into tonight. This is related to what I want to do R. This is related to what I want to do in R. This is other stuff, but I can close it. HTTR, I can close this because I have other pages from this repo open. I can close that issue. There's some of these that I can close. This is the tutorials on G Network. This is, so that, yeah, I want to keep this open. I'm looking through their code base and repositories. Let's move to here, let's move to here. Okay. So I just get a few less tabs open. I want to read about EnoDB. I may later, but I know where I can go to get it. I'm going to leave learn X and Y minutes open for R. And I need this open. When this plays, I may start running and installing some stuff, but again, I have a big bowl of good food. Oh, am I not? Hold on. You can't see anything on the screen. I'm an idiot. I need to add the window that I'm sharing. Properties. I had closed that one and opened a new one and did not reset it in OBS. This whole thing, I just had to look over. Settings for this window. Choose the window. No machine Ubuntu. There we go. Scroll down over here. Scroll. Can I scroll more? Without messing this up. Do that. Yes, I want to save. Move my chat over here a little bit. If anyone is here from YouTube, that's awesome. I'm not I don't have it up to where I can see it or see comments or anything. I started using Restream again today to where it streams to both platforms, and then I'll try to follow back up and go in and actually make videos out of streams. It's so bad at it. Only once or twice in like 6 months have I taken anything from a stream and made a video out of it. And it's usually because I'm thinking, like, my video quality is not great. It's kind of like yellow background. It's the lighting in the room and the walls. But here we go. Welcome. We are going over Advanced R. This page does not have dark mode. I usually have any sort of dark mode thing off because it really kind of breaks a lot of websites I'm on. I may be able to here real quick do a little bit of drop some CSS in here and just see what happens with no, I don't want plot family. Oh, I want the body element, and I want to background color is going to be like a 333. Okay. It's not bad too than if I were to just highlight all the text, which I have to anyways. Number, I want it to be high contrast though. We'll do that, and hope it doesn't. The book is Creative Commons licensed. You can get a copy. The author of the book is Hadley Wickham, a research scientist. And as far Advanced R, the second edition, and I'm particularly interested in. I do want to have these links where I can see them. You know, so others, you can see the table of contents and things is, but I'm interested in the optimization sections, CPU performance and memory performance. So I'm within that main nav. I want main nav, like what, A links. Can you do element.stop A? Just all links. No, it wants this animation. I just want A space. I don't think I can do this in. I can write some JavaScript real quick. That's not the goal. New style rule for div.mainNav. There we go. I want all of div.mainNav.anchors. Hopefully they are anchors, are they? This is the search form, table of contents, terms, TOC. They're all list items with anchors. Did I lose my... Oh no, I lost my main nav. So whenever sees it's just, you know, pretty handy to be able to do this type of stuff. I'm in main nav. Like you go in and you're debugging some front end thing. And just to go in and right into the console. It's like double click this, arrow over, hit for anchor tags. Then click in here. Come on. Let me do it. Let me do it. Double click, single click. There we go. Color. Hey, look, and now all the links are white again. So there we go. We have dark mode. Didn't have to install anything, at least for this book. And I think the page refreshes anyway on the next page. but you could do some cool stuff. If I've been doing this for a long time, I could write like a 2-line little script and just drop that, keep replaying that in the console and stuff. So this is the second edition of Advanced R by Hadley Wickham. He's also published other books and a whole bunch of tools, and I'm just now exploring the R ecosystem. I haven't even learned the language or much of the syntax at all, but I've gotten a bird's eye view of what popular packages are and some of the use cases, and in the scientific community, the research and data science community, bioinformatics. So we're going to go to preface, and I'm going to mute, and yeah, there goes my dark mode. So I'm just going to read that as I go through. I might make that little script and I just plop it in every time. So we do that. We do have this like this. There we go. I'm going to mute and eat. All right, I'm pretty sure that that was the audio voice from that was not streamed. I'm gonna try and fix that up, and I'm only about halfway through my food. I really like that though. Hey, I just made it through that. Was sitting able to have it read to me and enjoy some good warm food when it's 30 degrees out. And so Twitch, I'm live. Or this is live. It says I'm live on YouTube. I pull it up. YouTube doesn't say I'm live. Oh, I guess it does now once I refreshed it. But what I was trying to do is I'm going to check this. Is it reading? This is live. It says I'm live on YouTube. I pull it up. YouTube doesn't say I'm live. It's not broadcasting through the audio. My audio output captures. I need to do some OBS tweaks here real quick. So bear with me. It's not broadcasting through the audio. My audio output. Do some OBS tweaks here real quick. So bear with me. Yeah, I'm gonna mute. Oh, okay. Hold on. I added another. It's gonna be real bad. This may be playing my system audio now. It seems to be picking up as a microphone. Let me try to play sound again.
one introduction, I have now been programming in R for over 15 years, and have been doing it full-time for the last 5 years. This has given me the luxury of time to examine how the language works. This book is my attempt to pass on what I've learned so that you can understand the intricacies of R as quickly and painlessly as possible. Reading it will help you avoid the mistakes I've made and dead ends I've gone down, and will teach you useful tools, techniques, and idioms that can help you to attack many types of problems. In the process, I hope to show that, despite its sometimes frustrating quirks, R is, at its heart, an elegant and beautiful language, well tailored for data science. R is, at its heart, an elegant and beautiful language, well tailored for data science. R is, at its heart, an elegant and beautiful language, well tailored for data science. R is, at its heart, an elegant and beautiful language, well tailored for data science.
All right, check it out. I had some technical difficulties a little bit. I figured out casting the audio from the machine I'm working on to the machine that I'm streaming from, and using read aloud, but in no machine, and getting them to connect, and then for it to go through the screen. Oh, hold on. I see it's going to echo again.
I figured out
For it to go through
no.
it's going to echo again. Okay. Check it out. I had some technical difficulties with getting read aloud to go from one machine to the other, to the machine that I'm streaming from the machine that I'm working on, and I'm still going to make the little dark reader script maybe for this. I could just add another extension. Anyhow, I'm going to start over with introduction and why R, because I got the voice right. I think I have the volume right, and so I'm going to mute, let it play, eat the rest of my dinner, and enjoy the book and learn. And 6:30 will probably be on till 3 hours learning the R ecosystem and exploring R programming and data science and what the research community is working on and things, and the ecosystem around their tools and R. I'm very happy. I have dinner, sit back, read aloud, read the book. I'm very happy. I'll try to cut this up into videos. This is Advanced R by Hadley Wickham. This is Advanced R, and I'm using the read aloud extension with I think UK British female one. We're gonna grab this whole page. Whole page, keep going, let's go. Let's go. Oh, it's up there, yeah, getting help. I'll go about there. And getting help. Acknowledgements. I will point out that there are, this book was written in the open. The author would like to thank the many contributors to R Devel and R Help, and more recently Stack Overflow R Studio community. Too many to name individually. This is at the advanced-r.hadley.nz. You look the book up if you want to find it. Go out if you really want to get into this. Buy an ebook, buy a paper copy. But I mean, look at the hundreds of people. 1 to 200 people at least. There's a convention section here. I'll stop before that. There's a convention section here. We may be a little concerned with some, package version. This is all the versions of the tools and everything. So, that can be important for following along with the code and practice examples. So here we are. We're going to go to the top. It's taking me like 40 minutes to get through this meal and try to get this set up at the same time. I'm pumped. All right, here we go.
One introduction: I have now been programming in R for over 15 years, and have been doing it full-time for the last 5 years. This has given me the luxury of time to examine how the language works. This book is my attempt to pass on what I've learned so that you can understand the intricacies of R as quickly and painlessly as possible. Reading it will help you avoid the mistakes I've made and dead ends I've gone down, and will teach you useful tools, techniques, and idioms that can help you to attack many types of problems. In the process, I hope to show that, despite its sometimes frustrating quirks, R is, at its heart, an elegant and beautiful language, well tailored for data science. 1.1 Why R? If you are new to R, you might wonder what makes learning such a quirky language worthwhile. To me, some of the best features are: it's free, open source, and available on every major platform. As a result, if you do your analysis in R, anyone can easily replicate it, regardless of where they live or how much money they earn. R has a diverse and welcoming community, both online, e.g. the hashtag #RStats Twitter community, and in person, like many R meetups. Two particularly inspiring community groups are our weekly newsletter, which makes it easy to keep up to date with R, and Our Ladies, which has made a wonderfully welcoming community for women and other minority genders. A massive set of packages for statistical modeling, machine learning, visualization, and importing and manipulating data. Whatever model or graphic you're trying to do, chances are that someone has already tried to do it and you can learn from their efforts. Powerful tools for communicating your results. R Markdown makes it easy to turn your results into HTML files, PDFs, Word documents, PowerPoint presentations, dashboards, and more. Shiny allows you to make beautiful interactive apps without any knowledge of HTML or JavaScript. RStudio, the IDE, provides an integrated development environment, tailored to the needs of data science, interactive data analysis, and statistical programming. Cutting-edge tools. Researchers in statistics and machine learning will often publish an R package to accompany their articles. This means immediate access to the very latest statistical techniques and implementations. Deep-seated language support for data analysis. This includes features like missing values, data frames, and vectorization. A strong foundation of functional programming. The ideas of functional programming are well suited to the challenges of data science, and the R language is functional at heart, and provides many primitives needed for effective functional programming. RStudio, the company, which makes money by selling professional products to teams of R users, and turns around and invests much of that money back into the open source community. Over 50% of software engineers at RStudio work on open source projects. I work for RStudio because I fundamentally believe in its mission. Powerful metaprogramming facilities. R's metaprogramming capabilities allow you to write magically succinct and concise functions and provide an excellent environment for designing domain-specific languages like ggplot2, dplyr, data, table. The ease with which R can connect to high-performance programming languages like C, Fortran, and C++. Of course, R is not perfect. R's biggest challenge, and opportunity, is that most R users are not programmers. This means that much of the R code you'll see in the wild is written in haste to solve a pressing problem. As a result, code is not very elegant, fast, or easy to understand. Most users do not revise their code to address these shortcomings. Compared to other programming languages, the R community is more focused on results than processes. Knowledge of software engineering best practices is patchy. For example, not enough R programmers use source code control or automated testing. Metaprogramming is a double-edged sword. Too many R functions use tricks to reduce the amount of typing at the cost of making code that is hard to understand and that can fail in unexpected ways. Inconsistency is rife across contributed packages, and even within base R. You are confronted with over 25 years of evolution every time you use R. And this can make learning R tough because there are so many special cases to remember. R is not a particularly fast programming language, and poorly written R code can be terribly slow. R is also a profligate user of memory. Personally, I think these challenges create a great opportunity for experienced programmers to have a profound positive impact on R and the R community. R users do care about writing high-quality code, particularly for reproducible research, but they don't yet have the skills to do so. I hope this book will not only help more R users to become R programmers, but also encourage programmers from other languages to contribute to R 1.2 who should read this book. This book is aimed at two complementary audiences. Intermediate R programmers who want to dive deeper into R, understand how the language works, and learn new strategies for solving diverse problems. Programmers from other languages who are learning R and want to understand why R works the way it does. To get the most out of this book, you'll need to have written a decent amount of code in R or another programming language. You should be familiar with the basics of data analysis, i.e. data import, manipulation, and visualization, have written a number of functions, and be familiar with the installation and use of CRAN packages. This book walks the narrow line between being a reference book, primarily used for lookup, and being linearly readable. This involves some trade-offs, because it's difficult to linearize material while still keeping related materials together, and some concepts are much easier to explain if you're already familiar with specific technical vocabulary. I've tried to use footnotes and cross-references to make sure you can still make sense even if you just dip your toes in a chapter. 1.3 What you will get out of this book. This book delivers the knowledge that I think an advanced R programmer should possess. A deep understanding of the fundamentals coupled with a broad vocabulary that means that you can tactically learn more about a topic when needed. After reading this book, you will be familiar with the foundations of R. You will understand complex data types and the best ways to perform operations on them. You will have a deep understanding of how functions work, you'll know what environments are, and how to make use of the condition system. Understand what functional programming means, and why it is a useful tool for data science. You'll be able to quickly learn how to use existing tools, and have the knowledge to create your own functional tools when needed. Know about R's rich variety of object-oriented systems. You'll be most familiar with S3, but you'll know of S4 and R6 and where to look for more information when needed. Appreciate the double-edged sword of metaprogramming. You'll be able to create functions that use tidy evaluation, saving typing and creating elegant code to express important operations. You'll also understand the dangers and when to avoid it. Have a good intuition for which operations in R are slow or use a lot of memory. You'll know how to use profiling to pinpoint performance bottlenecks, and you'll know enough C++ to convert slow R functions to fast C++ equivalents. 1.4 What you will not learn. This book is about R the programming language, not R the data analysis tool. 1.4 If you are looking to improve your data science skills, I instead recommend that you learn about the Tidyverse, a collection of consistent packages developed by me and my colleagues. In this book you will learn the techniques used to
All right, that was a good little intro. It was not a little intro. There was like some gems in there, and I'm gonna try to put a marker. There was like some really good open source advice in there as well. And I'm gonna just go to the next section, and oh, you gotta do marker intro AV2, and then we're gonna jump over here. See, I just took a minute, just ate and listened to it. I listened to it from my own stream for a minute away from my desk. I like that. That was just the preface, introduction. To start your journey in mastering R, the 6 following chapters will help you learn the foundational components of R. So here we go. Wait, we just did this. Okay, we're going to skip the chapter overviews. We're going to do names and values. This might be hard on the screen reader stuff. I would like to actually go to... No. Let's see how it does with... Let's see how it does with code. Reading code, diagrams. It may read, there could be some accessibility voiceover stuff attached to maybe some of the diagrams. I don't know. Let's see what happens. We're going over all the foundations, names and values. Well, all just names and values, almost to the bottom of this, without highlighting all the different sections. If I were going to be right here with, then I would do each one quick. Anyone ever sees this, an idea is that you could have something like this, and you could have like each tab. There we go. Highlight from the bottom and go up. You could have each tab be doing this and like piped to something and have them all recording content of a whole Creative Commons series of instructional material or book at once. And like, boom, you have this a collection of books and of a content, and you put, maybe I'll do this. Programming book. So, and you would do the bot. It would be worth the, like, getting it all just right to have it work to where you could just launch it. And like a spider, almost, it goes to each page, reads it, but it does it all the pages at once. Could maybe cut, and then you cut all that. Each one of those is like its own, you know, such segment of a video. All right, so I'm gonna add this to read aloud. I'm gonna mute my microphone. I'm gonna watch it from afar for a second. This is Advanced R by Hadley Wickham. All right.
Two names and values, 2.1 introduction in R, which is important to understand with this object.
Next time I'll mute my mic first, and I'll come back and talk during it.
More accurate creating a data frame. The difference is that hidden
I've got to stop this and move beyond this
this is one
section because there's so many math formulas. I can't listen to it.
Y
Hold on.
C A B C street PFP hatch greater interval 3 times.
Let's see where we're at. Automatically, I learned more about some of the low-level workings of R, and I haven't programmed in it yet or anything, than I'll ever need to want to know. So I kind of want to move on, but mark where I'm at in this. Let me put my other headphone in. And she was about to put me to sleep. Let me unmute the she was about to put me to sleep. Yeah, audio's okay, I guess. That was I like the little setup of having the she was about to put me to sleep. Of the reader there. Wait, yeah, audio's okay, I guess. It's gonna loop audio. Hold on. I know what I gotta do. It's gonna be real crazy for a second. Having the there we go. But they read the whatever meta descriptions for some of these images are. This is amazing work in this book. And it's some real wild R programming, but it's so, when I first looked at it, it's so simple, and then this book was explaining the underlying implementations. And yeah, atomic vectors, the difference between those and, I don't know, so many things. Hold on. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, Twitch. What'd you do? Where I'm listening to it from behind me is, I might have left my own channel from there. So I'm going to, kind of, I think, take a break on this book and look around a couple other chapters, and I'm going to start looking at this G network project. I need to put on music or something though, and Chrome is just like coming to a halt. Once I stopped it reading. Is it because it's just paused? Nah, I think it's good now. Is where I switched tabs and that book wanted to. I'm going to refresh where I'm listening to this. And maybe I should do some actual R programming. I want to get these tool chains and things set up. That's like what I really want. Okay. Ow. I love my desk, but it's glass. And for sure if I'll ever get another glass desk. Ow. And so it's, you know, desks that have hard surfaces, but you know, you rest your elbow on it. It gets chilly in the wintertime. It keeps, you know, cool really easily. Cold. I'm so tired, but I cannot go to bed this early. It is like 8:12. There's no way. If I fall asleep now, I will be up at 2:00 a.m. and not be able to go back to sleep. So I have coffee. I'm gonna get my blood moving. I think that book was starting to put me. It was like binaural beats. Binaural beats. They like help you focus, slow your whole. I don't know. It was almost like that voice was going at that 40 hertz, whatever the hertz ranges of binaural beats are. And then I'm listening to math formulas and about these low-level atomic data structures of vectors, and I was just like, it wasn't putting me to sleep. It was just like, ooh. It was like the blood was leaving my brain. Or I was thinking so hard about what they were describing that blood was just like rushing through my brain. I don't think anyone's here. If for some crazy reason someone has just like been on YouTube watching or anything, hello? I don't have YouTube up. I don't know if there's anyone there. But welcome. I'm exploring the R programming language and its ecosystem, open source tools, and the scientific research community and how they're using R and you know, research, and particularly in bioinformatics and data science. And well, here I was looking at an open issue in this repository that I think that I could possibly pursue as a first contribution to this project. So dates, times. So this is just still in the vector section, isn't it? Structure, America, New York, gives me that. Oh, wait. Names and values, 1 week 1 as diff time type of, I remember them reading this. Matrices and array, list of 1 to 3, A, true 1.0. Dim, L is a low list, and I say C22. I'll have to mess with this stuff to understand how they're using matrices and arrays. And like lists and... Oh, I thought she meant to be saying tuples. She was saying tibbles. data frames. The two most important S3 vectors built on top of lists are data frames and tibbles. Vector, a list, data frame, tibble. Okay, just getting these words in my head. DF2 is tibble. Okay, tibbles are provided by the tibble package. They share the same structure as data frames. The difference between a tibble and a data frame is that the only difference is that the class vector is longer and includes tibble. It's longer. It allows tibbles to behave differently in the key ways that we're going to discuss below. Like how he's like, they're different in this way, and we're going to discuss how below. So a tibble is a list. Attributes of DF2. Names 1 XY. Where did XY come from here? Or they're just row dot names. Oh, attributes of DF2 are its names, or this, and it has row names, and it has a class, which is of type data frame, tibble, and this. Huh. Letters 1 to 3. So I'm gonna do some REPL work here. And also earlier I installed, I downloaded, hold on. I downloaded RStudio. Here. You can see my there's the book I just downloaded today, DALL-E. Boop. I guess I'll show in folder on this. Is it going to open behind me? Yeah, on my other monitor. So yeah, I'm hands-on here. Let's get hands-on. RStudio. Let's write some scripts. Maybe solve some little code snippet challenge things. Let me move this out of the way before it shows you my whole system. Oh, the WebVM package is actually launching the like software store manager. I can't wait. I gotta get a new headset so this mic is not like right up on me. RStudio. I've run into this before where the WebVM packages don't just like launch in Ubuntu 2024. I did what they said though. I downloaded the package and I was thinking, I was like, there's got to be a flat pack thing, but it's RStudio, so it's running a lot of things. I don't see it packaging all the So I'm gonna get RStudio installed. I can find the thing. I really should have music, you know. Oh, I'm not looking in the right place. It's not in my downloads folder. I'd like changed it another time and then show containing folder. There it is. Oh, and I should close the thing before it loaded all the way. Download. No, I don't want downloads. Yes, I do. I want RStudio. There, it's loading app details on the other screen. You create a data frame by supplying name vector pairs to data.frame. So df has x, and you say x equals 1 to 3. Y equals C of ABC. What is C? Beware of default conversion of strings to factors. Use strings as factors equals false. Suppress this and keep character vectors as character vectors. So data frame contains x and y. So df.x, df.y. X, oh, they say 1 to 3 are range. So it assigns 1, 2, 3. Y, character for C, characters. Okay. Beware of the default conversion of those. Cutting a tibble is similar to a data frame. The difference between the two is that tibbles never coerce their input. This is one feature that makes them lazy. So the first one, 1 to 3, x, is 1 to 3, int of 1 to 3. And this one is, so the outputs of these are like 1 to 3. It has like this extra typing or range information in the output compared to data frame. Data frames automatically transform non-syntactic names unless check.names equals false. Tibbles do not. Although they do print non-syntactic names surrounded by that. Oh my gosh. I just can't go to sleep this early. I'm so tired though. I do well though when it's tired like this. I'll get a big second win. While every element of a data frame or tibble must have the same length, both data frame and tibble will recycle shorter inputs. they automatically recycle columns that are an integer multiple of the longest column. They'll only recycle vectors of length 1. Tables will only recycle vectors of length 1. So 1 to 4, and then y is 1 to 2. And so then the result of that is an x and y, 1, 1, 1, 2, 2, 2, 3, 3, 1, 4, 4, 2. I don't understand how that's created. Oh, well, there's an error, yeah. Y equals 1. 2, 2, 1. Oh, so it's doing that's 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Table x equals. I don't understand how data frames and tables or tibbles work at all right now. That is why I'm trying to figure this one out. So range 1 to 3. So for 1, 2, 3, x times 2, it's going to do 2, 2, 4, 6. But this is for a tibble. 1 and 1. There's the first 2. And then you get to here. Oh, and here's our 2, 4, 6, right? So when you get to y. So is it... Is the whole thing 3 long? And so it's saying, oh, this is 3, and then you get 1, 2, 3, then 2, 4, 6 as the result of x and y. Like this, yeah, this is the result of x and y, not this first little row. Inputs are equivalated left to right. This is what I need to see. Names. Then row names, class, data frame. I'll draw them the same way as a named list, but arrange them to emphasize their column structure. That's always been a little tricky for me to think about, is I think of lists as like flat, even if it's a matrix and or it's a one chain. And so to rearrange them in a grid is in rows and columns just tricks my brain in a way. I'll draw the same way as a named list, but arrange them to emphasize their columnar structure. So the list is going down. Even though these two, the top two, is one row. And this is actually one, you could put this in one chain of little blocks. 1A, 2B, 3C. And you collapse it on itself, you know, you have your data frames allow you to label each row with a name. Okay, that makes more sense. A character vector containing only unique values. So columns 35, 27, and 18, or these are the ages. Hair, names, is column is C. And then you get, oh, this is awesome. You just see Bob, Susan, Sam, boom, boom, boom. And it's just age and hair. Yeah. And then row.names. Okay. You can get and set row names with row names, and you can use them to subset rows. This is getting really cool. Row names arise naturally if you think of data frames as 2D structures like matrices, columns. Variables have names, so rows, observations should too. Oh. Named rows. So having a place to store character labels is important. This analogy to matrices is misleading because they possess an important property that data frames do not. They're transposable. In matrices, the rows and columns are interchangeable. And transposing a matrix gives you another matrix. Transposing again gives you the original matrix. Oh, yeah. That gives you the original back. And that is not for data frames, that is for just a matrix. With data frames, the rows and columns are not interchangeable. Okay. The transpose of a data frame is not a data frame. Huh? Clear. Very clear. A white screen certainly coming. Oh, so yeah, RStudio install. Let's get some RStudio going because this book is, I'm learning, but bam, bam, boom. Do that. Oh, hey, Dev God. I didn't realize anyone was here. I'm sorry. This book is killing my eyes, and I'm like, I've got to kind of switch gears. I haven't really programmed in R. I'm kind of learning it. I'm more today. I was looking at just the entire ecosystem of R tooling and open source tools, and how all the research scientists are using it and things. You had a job or part of it, you just copied and pasted, yeah. Yeah, I have been reading through code and on some projects, and I was like, I think I'm really starting to like this language. I don't, without knowing the syntax, I could read it, and I'm going to start using R and for some things and contributing to some of the bioinformatics open source tools out there. And so there's like, I know I spun up the REPL and was surprised how much you could do with just, well, I don't have that tab open anymore in my editor, but how simple some, it's just like one letter little functions, and so interesting work. Tidyverse. I've seen Tidyverse mentioned about 100 times today and haven't looked into it. And so I knew about 1% of anything about R 4 hours ago. I know everything that it's, you know, about and used for, and now I know like 7%. It's its own collection of packages, I see. I know how to do that. Install .packages. This is what I liked so far. I know it's not the fastest language in the world, and I know, obviously, but you know, it's been around, and the amount of tooling and open source tools and all that, there's so much ingrained in the researchers and data scientists who use it. It's like just so ingrained in their workflow that it doesn't make sense to change to something else for like maybe reasons that don't matter. I've got to scroll up on your chat to see what you're... I have it over here on another screen, and yes. Yeah, RStudio. You can plot stuff real easily. I've been watching some YouTube videos in the background as well and see what people are doing. Yeah, Python can do a lot more. I know. And I've done a lot of Python development, and I'm not a data scientist. I'm a software engineer, but I'm not like a statistics person or a data science person. To make graphs, I don't know anything about my research or about research, but I know how to make graphs pretty and do coding. Yep. So I'm gonna be getting involved with the